All right, guys, the very first step we're going to do is install the bypass module, and it's located on the passenger side right down under here. So we're going to remove this little panel, go up in there and install the bypass module, which is right here. Now, this little panel here is held on by two little plastic clips, but they're very, very difficult to get off from the bottom. So what we're going to do is we're just going to bend this gray panel down a little bit and pry them down from the top side. Oh, there we go. Tabs don't want to come down. What was under here was a small tab here and a small tab here, which was extremely difficult to get off. So you just take a pry tool and just kind of pry it down and they'll come out. That's what's holding this up. All right, so we've unhooked our connectors, which is right there. There's two of them. You can see here, 1 and 2 in our module. We're going to connect right there. Okay, so we've connected our bypass module right here, which was these two connectors here. We just disconnected it from the top and plugged them into the bypass module, just like this. So we'll take a zip tie and just kind of tie it up. So we went ahead and zip tied it right to that wire there, as you can see. Zip tied together so it's not rattling around in there. So now that the bypass module is installed and it's zip tied up, we'll install our tuner and download and save our stock tune. After that, we'll swap our PCM for a modified one. So now what we've done is we removed this panel here. We fished up the HDMI cable with the OBD2 port connected down towards the bottom. So we're just going to fish this through. We routed it up. It's coming up this way. We're fishing it through. It's going to go up through here. It's going to come out in front, and we're just hook it right up to our Trinity 2. So that's where we're at now. Now we're removing this pillar here so that we can fish the cable up through. And it's just going to come out through the front of the windshield. Okay, so at this point we have our cable hooked up. We have our Trinity 2 mounted, and we have our OBD2 connector attached. Now we're just going to zip tie these cables up, make it look nice and clean, and then we'll do our stock download and save and go from there. All right, so we got our wires tucked nice and neat up in there, as you can see. Okay, guys, we are hooked up. We're currently hooked up and we're installing our factory tune. We're just waiting and waiting. So as we download this stock tune and save it, guys, I'm not going to take you through the whole process because it's kind of a lengthy process. We got to put the vehicle on run and go back and press continue. So I'm just going to go to the end to where we have the stock tune installed and saved in the vehicle. All right, so we uploaded our factory tune, and now we are disconnecting the negative terminal on a battery. After that, we'll install our unlocked PCM. Okay, our battery is disconnected. Now we're going to remove this PCM cover and go ahead and disconnect our PCM. Now on the PCM, it's just 3 screws, 1, 2 down there, and there a third one with the ground cable connected to it. We'll disconnect those, pull out the PCM, disconnect the attachments here, pull it out and swap it out with a modified one. So I'm just going to remove the catch can to make it a whole lot easier, free up a whole lot more space. So we're just going to remove the main bolt and move it out of the way. Make it a whole lot easier. And we'll just set inside, just like that. Set that right there. And got to be careful with these little tabs here. Hit the little switch, depress it slowly and gentle, and it'll come right out just like that. There we go. That one's loose. There we go. Okay, those are loose. Now we'll go ahead and the nuts. One. And this one does have the ground cable. We got to remember to reattach that cable. Got the second one out. We got one more, but first we'll go ahead and remove these clamps. One. And two, just like that. We got one more screw. Use this handy dandy baby right here. Reach way down in there. Having a tool like this comes in real handy. Third screw, and we'll go ahead and pull out our PCM. Just like that. Here's our locked PCM, and we'll put it in the same way we took out our factory one. Start with the bottom screw there. Go ahead and shimmy it on down in there. Just like that. attach our screw, the one with the ground. Don't forget that ground cable. I've got the ground cable here. Put it through and go ahead and attach that one. One more screw and then we'll go ahead and attach our clamps. Now we'll go ahead and attach our clamps. Just clamp these back down nice and easy. Make sure it's all the way on there. Okay, so as you can see, we've installed our unlocked PCM. Now we'll go ahead and put the catch can back on. So we got the PCM cover back on. Now we'll go ahead and reconnect the battery and go ahead and install our tune. Okay guys, so we installed our unlocked PCM, reconnected the battery. Now we connected our Trinity tuner and we'll just wait for instructions to install our tune. And we might go for the Diablo tune for now. Okay, so I'm gonna skip down to where we have the Diablo tune finally installed. Would you like to install the tune as is, or would you like to customize the tune by modifying the adjustable parameters? Nope, just install it for now. Tune selected, Diablo tune. Accept and install. Okay, we got a confirmation saying that our vehicle has been tuned successfully, and we just went to the main menu here, so let's see. Okay, it started. Ooh, that sounds different for sure. Let's check our throttle response. Got good throttle response. Okay. Throttle response is good. It didn't cut off, so that's a good sign. All right, I'll shut it off. What's going on, guys? We installed our tuner today. We followed the instructions exactly as they were, step by step, and didn't run into any issues. Now we tucked all the wires down in here. a nice, clean, custom finish. And we just did the Diablo tune. Everything's tucked up in here nice and neat and clean. I had it down here at first, but it was blocking too much of the view here, so I put it up top here, and I kind of like that location. We did the Diablo tune. We're just going to start with that, test our run times, see how that goes. Those will be coming in another video. Then maybe do a custom tune, and then do an email tune maybe in the future. But we followed all the instructions step by step. The very first thing we did was update the tuner. As soon as I plugged it into the computer, it just came right up, and you hit click and run, double click run, and update it. It updated like in 1 or 2 minutes. Really quick. After that, we went inside and put in our bypass module according to the instructions, and that's located on the passenger side up under the panel. Then we went ahead and swapped out our factory PCM and put in our unlocked modified one. And after that, we hooked up our tuner, followed the instructions, and put in our tune. And it went really smooth, no issues. It started right up. The vehicle didn't cut off. We just followed the instructions. When I put it in sport mode with this Diablo tune, immediately it sounds way more aggressive, and you can definitely feel it. You can feel the power. So I'm anxious to see what our run times are going to be. I don't expect nothing crazy, but you know, it's going to be fun to see what the run times run with the modifications we have in here already. So this is the menu I currently have in here. I got the chrome menu with the fatigue background. Now, this is the only problem. When we hit our button and go through different menus, it just runs kind of slow. Other than that, everything is good to go. See how long it's taken. That's the only problem. We may need another update, but other than that, we had no issues at all. All right, so I'm gonna wrap up this video, guys. That is gonna be the installation of the tuner. And make sure you guys give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. And definitely tap that subscribe button. We got more videos on the way. T-Life signing out.